Guys, welcome to my channel, and for today I will discuss with you a beginner's guide into low carbohydrate diet and intermittent fasting lifestyle. So if you've been following me, you know that I am an advocate of incorporating fasting, both intermittent fasting and extended fasting, towards better health. And at the same time, when eating or when feasting, you should divulge into a low carbohydrate diet or those diet that doesn't have much calories coming from carbohydrates. So, what are those? Especially for us Filipinos. So, we are into eating kanin, rice talaga. So, 3 times a day, we eat rice. Sometimes, kahit snacks, nagra-rice pa din tayo. And in the morning, we are fond of eating pandesal, breads, and also biscuits, crackers. Yun yung mga go-to foods natin. So, all those foods are actually made up of carbohydrates that is causing you to either weight gain or, for those who are not gaining weight, resulting into many other illness. So, yung mga aches and pains, yung mga pananakit sa katawan, sometimes leading to diabetes, hypertension. Meron ding iba na hindi mataba pero yung blood cholesterol level nila are very high. There are those na mataas yung uric acid, meron ding fatty liver, may mga babaeng merong polycystic ovarian syndrome, meron ding iba na nahihirapang magkaanak. So all these actually can benefit from a low carbohydrate, high fat, high healthy fat diet, and together with intermittent fasting lifestyle. Because when you do this, you will know what to eat and when to eat. So, dalawa lang talaga yung secret towards healthy body and healthy lifestyle, no? Dapat alam natin kung ano yung dapat natin kainin and ano yung or kailan tayo dapat kumain. So, when to eat. So, first, intermittent fasting. To make it short, we should have a fasting window of at least 12 hours. So, overnight fast lang yan. So, you have to think, what time do you usually eat at night? So, for example, if you eat at 7 in the evening and you finish your last meal, yung last na subo talaga sa kain, by 8 o'clock, so, your breakfast the next day should not be earlier than 8 o'clock. So, yung breakfast mo, dapat 8 o'clock or later. So, the longer you extend it, the better. For those na merong mga maintenance medications, of course, you should consult your doctor first. And if you can find a low-carb doctor, the better. And for those na with medications that should be taken with meals, so you can just move it during your what we call as eating window. So, in a day, we will divide it into eating window and fasting window. So, yung time na hindi ka kumakain, yan yung fasting window mo. So, for example, 8 o'clock in the evening, tapos ka nang kumain, so that's the start of your fasting window. So it's an overnight fast. You can still drink water. You can still take tea. Pero walang sugar, walang cream. And then the next day, if you are fond of taking coffee, you can take coffee but no sugar, no cream. Plain black coffee lang. As a tip, kasi medyo mapait kung pure coffee without sugar, you can dilute it. So, damihan mo lang yung water para you can still enjoy the aroma of coffee but you won't need sugar kasi diluted na siya. Hindi na siya ganon ka-strong, no? So, after that, you can try to move your window. For example, this is your first time, so you can eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. So, by that time, you already have an fasting window rather, of 12 hours. And then the next day, you can slowly move it to 9 o'clock, to 10 o'clock, to 11, up to 12. So, if you eat at 12, brunch na yon. So, sabay na. So, aside sa nakatipid ka ng pagkain because you just saved one meal, you are also benefiting from more weight loss because of the extended na overnight fast. So, if you do that, if you eat last meal mo at 8 o'clock and your first meal the next day at 12 noon, so you already are engaging actually into a 16-8 na regimen or 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. So that's already okay. That's 8 hours of window period. So you can eat 2 meals there or maybe 2 meals and a snacks slowly lang. And then later on, you can move up maybe you can sustain that for a month or two, and then after, you can move your dinner earlier. So from 8 o'clock, you can already move it to 7 o'clock and even 6 o'clock. So you can have a shorter eating window period wherein you can expect more health benefits kasi mas tataas yung window mo na mababa yung glucose at saka yung insulin sa katawan mo. So it will give your body time to burn those extra food that you ate and burn those fats na nakastore na sa body mo. So that is the basic of intermittent fasting. For those of you na hindi pa masyadong open sa ganitong idea, intermittent fasting, you can just eat 1 or 2 meals a day. There is such a thing as OMAD at yun talaga yung ginagawa namin sa bahay. Maximum na at minsan lang kami kumakain ng twice a day. Most of the time, we eat just once a day. So if you are scared that you will get malnourished, no, you won't get malnourished. So if you look at me, I am not looking malnourished, but actually I am already on my 3rd day of water fasting, and I have engaged into longer fast, like as long as 12 days. Last year, I've engaged into 10.5 days of water-only fasting, and I'm still okay, and I've never felt better as compared to younger days ko na kumakain ako ng mga sweets and carbohydrates and rice and all those. And so, speaking of low carbohydrate diet, how to start this? So, for us Filipinos, grabe tayo ka-dependent on rice, no? Parang yung sinasabi nga nila, hindi ka mabubusog kapag walang rice. Of course, that is just a mental mindset. Kasi kahit walang rice, pero kung dadamihan mo yung ulam at i-pair up mo siya ng vegetables, and for those who do not like vegetables, then okay, hindi necessary na may vegetables. But for those who want to, you can eat as much as 3-4 bowls of green leafy vegetables and pair it sa favorite ulam mo. Kahit adobo, isda, manok, beef, all those, pwede yan. So, it doesn't need to be complicated and you don't need to spend much. Kahit kung ano lang ulam sa bahay, yun lang. And then for you to feel a little full, you can just egg 1 or 2 or even 3 eggs. That's okay. Remember, yung high-fat na natural fat diet is okay. Okay lang yung itlog, okay lang yung coconut oil, okay lang yung butter, as long as you don't pair it with carbohydrates. The danger is eating high-fat together with high carbohydrates. So, no yan. So, if you do high-fat, you make sure that the carbohydrates is very low. So, do away. I-remove na sa pagkain natin sa ating list of meals yung bread, regular breads, rice, crackers, yung desserts, yung juice, yung sodas. You can just drink water, or if you want, you can make a tea, like real leaf tea, and then you put ice in it. Kahit walang sugar, just a little flavor is already okay, and masasanay lang yung katawan natin. And with the more you eat kasi ng carbohydrates, the more you will crave for it. But the moment you cut it, you will no longer crave it. Para lang yan sa cigarette addiction and even drug addiction. Hindi pwedeng konti-konti lang ng pag-cut down. The moment you want to stop, you have to stop it immediately so that you can cut the cravings. Yes, magkakaroon ka ng withdrawal syndrome na mahihirapan ka during the first 3-4 days, maybe sasakit yung ulo mo. But you should just sustain it, kakayanin mo lang, and eventually you will thank yourself later for committing into this way of life. So again, that's very basic of intermittent fasting. That is knowing when to eat, kailan makakakain, and knowing what to eat. So, ano yung pwedeng kainin? So again, any meat products, any animal meat products, beef, kung meron kayong turkey, lamb, o steak, pwede din. But for our ordinary people like me, okay na ako sa manok, baboy, adobo, isda. I love fish, kahit anong luto. Pwedeng prito, pwedeng tinola. Kung magpiprito kayo or magpa-fry, you just use coconut oil. So, hindi kailangan extra virgin coconut oil, ha? Regular coconut oil. Just read the label. Marami tayong local products na coconut oil yung based. Huwag yung vegetable oil because vegetable oils are industrialized oil na very hydrolyzed, very processed, and it's not something na talagang should be consumed by the human body, no? The healthiest oil for cooking are coconut oil, and then pwede din butter, and then to some extent, okay na lang yung palm oil, pero better talaga coconut oil kasi kasi it's one of the most healthiest, most health stable oil. Olive oil is, yes, very healthy, but shouldn't be taken nag-undergo na ng heat. It should be taken raw, like sa salad, as dressing, or kung anumang cold na unprocessed na food preparation. Kasi kapag ina-undergo mo na ng heat yung olive oil, ma-hydrolyze na yon. Or in another way, yung health benefits niya nawawala na. So, extra virgin coconut oil should be taken raw. Okay? If you see yung mga bottles nga niya, it's colored dark, no? Dark green, because it's protecting it from light. Kasi those light alone, makakasira na ng kanyang nutritional benefits. So, take coconut oil for cooking and even raw, pwede din. But olive oil only raw. Don't process it. Don't let it undergo high heat for cooking. So that is the basic for our intermittent fasting lifestyle and low carbohydrate diet, especially for us Filipinos who want to start this way of life. I hope that this helped you. So if you like this video, you can hit subscribe to my channel, and hopefully we can continue to promote more and help more people in order for us to be the healthiest version of ourselves and enjoy this life for good, for longer and healthier way. Stay low carb, stay safe. Bye bye.